Okay, so here we have a register component, which is capturing the username and password for folks that want to register. And when they click on the register function, we're going to grab all that information and send it over to a server, right? And the way we're going to do that is through fetch. So fetch. And fetch, we're going to assume that there is a URL that is ready and willing to receive our new user. So we're going to go to localhost 8080. So this is going to be a Java server that's running locally on our machine, and we're going to post to a register function, a register URL, and we're going to send it's a post, right? Not a get. We're going to embed in the body. We're going to embed the user that's trying to register. So this will be this.state.user, and we're also going to add in the headers the fact that the data that we're passing around is of type JSON. Okay, so this is pretty much boilerplate. We've done this before, posting data across the wire. We need one additional configuration, right? Because this is going to be participating in a session, and the way the sessions work is that they're all based on cookies, sending cookies back and forth. And by default, fetch does not send cookies, right? So we need to tell fetch to participate in the session, right, by passing those cookies. And the way we configure that is through turning on credentials, right? We're going to say we want you to include the credentials, which in this case are included inside of the user, and we're going to send it over with the cookies. Eventually, the server will come back with a response, and we're going to parse it. We don't really care about the response too much, since what we're going to do is that, presumably here's the brand new user that was added, being optimistic. But what we really want to do, right, is that we don't want to stay in this screen, so we don't really care about this data. We might care about to validate whether they were logged in or not, or if there was some error that came back. Response. But really, what the main logic is to, if we were successful and indeed their user was able to register, we're going to navigate you to the profile. Okay. Now, obviously, if we try to do this now, if we look at if we inspect and put this maybe on the right-hand side, and we look at the console here, right, and we try to log in as Alice, whatever, right, we register. Notice that it is going out to the server, right? We are sending a register. We are sending the data. Oh, what happened? We're only sending the validated password? How come we didn't send the rest? What happened with Alice? Password. Why are we not passing everything? Oh, okay. So this is so user is ... We need to copy over the user, right? So to do that, we need the previous state. So user is the old user, but we're going to override. So this is the previous user, previous state.user. But we're going to override the username, right? So same thing for each one of these. So let's fix that. So this is for the password. And this is for the validated password, which we're not really doing anything with it. Validated password. Let's try it again. Let's refresh. And so if we type, oops, what happened? Previous user, what? Cannot be a value of null value. Oh, E. Okay, because it's a closure, we need to copy the validated password. Oops. We need to copy it from the e.target. And then use it here. I'm going to do that for all these. For the password. And use that in the password here. And for the username as well. Let's copy this. The username. All right, let's try it again. Register. Let's see what was sent. Okay, now we're passing everything, right? Username, password, and verified password. We're sending everything. But notice that it's failing. And the reason it's failing is that we're getting a 404, right? Because the server is not hearing anything, right? The server, I don't even think it's even running, right? And there is nothing mapped to register, right? So we're gonna need to go out to the server and fix that. So let's do that.